Hello students, how are you all? I hope that you all will be fine. Guys, myself Jiten Singh Jitu sir, your English teacher. Today we are going to study chapter first, the last lesson. It is the second part of the chapter and we are studying the line by line explanation of this chapter. So let's start. Then, as I hurried by as fast as I could go, the blacksmith watcher who was there with his apprentice reading the bulletin called after me, "Don't go so fast, bub. You will get to your school in plenty of time." Guys, when the writer means French was going to his school, he was in a hurry because he was afraid that in the school he would be beaten because he was late. When he passed through a green Maidan, there was a bulletin and a large crowd. They were reading the bulletin. Then, as he walked hurriedly toward the school, the blacksmith, who was also reading the news and had come along with his trainee, called out to French from behind and said that he need not go in such a hurry, as there was a plenty of time and he would reach school in time. French thought that the blacksmith was making fun of him because he has got late. As he was already late for school, when French reached the garden outside the school, he was out of breath as he had walked very fast. I thought I thought he was making fun of me and reached Mr. Hamill's little garden all out of breath. When the blacksmith said to French that you need not to go so fast, you will reach school in time, the writer, it means French, thought that he is making fun of him. Usually when school began, there was a great bustle which could be heard out in the street. Generally, whenever whenever he go to school, he was very late because when he go to school, in the school his mercy could not the opening and closing of desks. Lessons repeated in unison very loud with our hands over our ears to understand better, and the teacher's great ruler rapping on the table. But not now, it was also still. When French reached school, he saw there was a great silence. No one was making any noise, but usually there was a great hustle. But today there was a great silence. Every student was on its place and in a very silent mood. And the teacher, who used to tap his ruler on the desk, but today he was not doing so. The class was looking something different and very silent. I had counted I had counted on the commotion to get to my desk without being seen. So French stealthily entered in the class and without making any noise he got to his seat.